Alrighty. So I'm getting ready to drive home from work, and I was thinking about a video that I wanted to make. I've wanted to make this for a really long time, but I've always been worried that maybe it would look staged or something like that. And so it's raining outside. I was gonna go to the range today after work, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not going to. But I wanted to show you. So this is my fanny pack. I got this at Walmart. It's Ozark Trail. Let me tell you something. Spider Co. is making freaking fanny packs right now, okay? That's what you need. They have orange in the bottom, so you can see everything when you open it. But anyway, I figured I'd show you guys what I carry to work every day. Not that you care about me or that I'm special, but I'm just a guy on the internet. So this is what I carry every day to work. It's always a variation of this. It's not always the same thing, but typically it will be. So let's see what I got. I got Apple Watch. That helps me when I do walks at lunch to know what my steps are or whatever. I usually have an analog watch of some sorts. I don't look at my watch and go, all right, it's 6:55. I look at my watch and think, all right, there's this much time left in the hour. So it's kind of like a pie chart type deal. But this particular one is one of those Etsy watches where it's designed to look like an old deep sea, or in this case, like a subby type. But when you look, this has a date on it. Back in the day, I think there was a deep sea dweller, or I don't even know what they were called back in the day. I can't remember. The one that's right above the subby, but it has the Oman shield on the front. It's just supposed to look like an old Rolex, but it even has a not a sapphire crystal, like man, I can't think today. A poly plastic basically is what it is, face on it, so, or crystal. Ugh. Okay, anyway, a couple $100. It's got a whole case. It feels really good. The bezel is better than a lot of my watches that are actual name brands. It's got the crown guards, and it's got a screw down crown. It has a pretty gnarly crown on it, so you can get a good grip. Yeah, I haven't had a problem with it. It's got this old cheap bracelet that's supposed to be like the 80s, 90s Rolexes. But pretty, I think it looks cool. Now it's got the faux Tina. The loom is okay. The hands don't really loom that well, so it looks a little weird under, here, I got a black light in my pockets. I'll show you. Oh, yeah. It's not dark enough in here, but you can see. All right, watch. Here's the light I got today. It's an Olight Arcfeld UV. It has a black light, which I use almost exclusively to not wake up my wife when I'm getting in bed at night, or to loom up watches and be like, oh, check it out. Also has a flashlight. I like this light because you can make it go really low, or you can take it up to, I don't know, it gets really, really bright, and it has that magnetic charging system on it. Also, they have this cool clip design where you clip on your pants like this, but at the same time you could put it on a hat or something, so you can have a headlamp. What else do I have? Handkerchief. I carry these all the time because you never know when you're going to need to make a hat or a headband or blow your nose or something like that. What else? PM2. This is the knife I carry the most. I have a couple of these. This is my very first paramilitary too. It's a S30V, CMP S30V. So when I was in the military, some guys got my last name etched on it, but I thought it looked cooler before that, but it was nice that they did that. This one's been with me through a lot, and it sharpens up and stays sharp really well. Shades. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, so then I got my fanny pack. This is what I keep in my fanny pack. Work badge, my wallet. I should do a video on this, but it has a lot of crap in it. I got the Swiss card in there, or the Yeah, Swiss card, nail care. It's got a bunch of stuff. I've got some hacksaw blades and stuff for the Leatherman, some microfilament fishing line, credit cards, cash, compass, some fire starting stuff, fish hooks. Fish hooks are a big one if you are into survival at all, prepping, surviving type stuff. Fish hooks are something that are really, really, really hard to make in the wild. Reading glasses, because I'm old. Here's a case trapper. I usually have some sort of traditional knife. This is a $20 bill trapper, full size. Man, that's a hot knife. I love that thing. But this, I got this on Amazon. It was like $8. I love this thing. It doesn't have, like on buck knives, they'll sew a belt loop on it so it sticks out. On this one, they just cut it in the leather, so it's easy to carry it in your pocket. But I love this pouch. It's like a slip, but it's a little bit better protected. What else is in here? Ooh, the Delta Dart by Cold Steel. This is a completely nylon or plastic or whatever poking tool if you needed to poke something. I don't know. There's no metal. It doesn't weigh anything. Cold Steel got bought out a couple years ago, so I don't even know if they still make that. Got some Q-tips. I use these all the time for cleaning out springs on my knives and stuff. A Band-Aid, a random Band-Aid. I got a little Tupperware container that has a couple butt wipes in it. And the reason for that is in case you get into a situation where toilet paper isn't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? I got my little change purse. This is like a little, got this in Sedona, Arizona, handmade cowhide change purse. What else is in here? Oh yeah, so LCP mag. I can't carry a pistol at work, but sometimes these make it into my fanny pack because I forget. So extra mag. I have those all over the place because I carry LCP so much. Another handkerchief, a pipe nail. This isn't staged at all. I didn't know I was gonna do this video until I got in the truck. So there's some weird stuff in here. But all right, in another compartment. So that's this compartment. And that's kind of what I was trying to tell you about the Spyderco bag. I need to get one of those. But when you look in here and you see something like this mag pouch, that used to come with Swiss Army knives. I don't think they come in with them anymore, but you can't even see it. So it'd be nice if it was white or orange or something. Let's see what else is in here. I have a compass slash thermometer slash windstorm whistle. This isn't the main windstorm whistle, but it's pretty close. It's really, really, really loud. I used to run a lot when I lived in Oklahoma. I was stationed at Altus Air Force Base, and there's nothing out there. So I would go out at lunch or after work and run, and these wild, crazy dogs would just run up on me out of nowhere. And I had a knife tucked in my shorts, but if a dog gets close enough to where you can knife it, you're probably in big trouble. So this thing actually saved my butt on more than one occasion. I would just get down on this, and they did not like that. So what else? Got these little bags here made by Hilltop Packs. These are kind of cool. This one has Band-Aids and Neosporin and stuff in it. A lot of times I'll put like bit of honey or Tootsie Rolls in that to have some calories if I get stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Analog headphones for the iPhone. A lot of times my AirPods will go dark faster than I want them to if I'm walking or something. But these are nice to have because if you're taking a phone call or something and you're in a crappy place where there's a lot of noise, those do a pretty good job of keeping it out. These bags are so cool, man. They're just like, I don't know. Hilltop Packs, look them up. And then there's this little knife, key lock picking kit. I trimmed the torsion wrench, so now it won't stay in here, but it was too long. But this thing is pretty cool because it has different lock picks on it, little rakes on there, but it's small and I don't know, it's come in handy a lot. It's not the best lock picking tool you can get, but for the size it's pretty good. Okay, so what else? We got some Burt's Bees. I use that all the time. That just went down below the seat. Liquid IV. sometimes, especially when you're getting older, I find myself, where I haven't eaten all day and I have to do some sort of exertion, and like I get weak or weird, you know. These things can kind of save your butt if it's hot outside and you have to walk and you get stuck. If something happens, it has a little bit of sugar in here and a lot of electrolytes. So that one's the Bomb Pop. I have a Ride It in the Rain backpacking pen. Takes space pen inserts. These things weigh nothing, so that's why I have it in my fanny pack. Earplugs, USG issue. I use these all the time. If I go to the range after work, I'll put them in my ears underneath my main hearing protection, because it's another layer of protection. And to be honest with you, if you were to get into a nasty situation, it would be nice to be able to protect your ears a little bit, because let me tell you, the first shot that goes off, you're pretty much deaf. So you can't hear anyway. So you might as well get out of a gunfight without ringing ears. I don't know. You do the math on that. That's up to you. But here's another one of these. This has a Juice S2. What's up, nothing fancy? I love this thing. It doesn't have locking tools and doesn't have all, you know, the accessible knife. Well, yeah, it does. From the outside, the knife is accessible. But it doesn't have all the fancy stuff that like a Wave or a Surge would have. But it's really small and it comes in handy. I don't know how many times people are like, do you have pliers? And I'm like, actually, yeah, I do, in my purse. And they're like, cool, I need them. Or a bottle opener, or a can opener, or Phillips head screwdriver. That thing's fantastic. This is random. USB-C to regular USB adapter for my MacBook. Apple, I don't know what happened to them after the homeboy left. They did some crazy stuff, man. The idea of coming out with a $2,000, $3,000 laptop that doesn't have any ports on it, I don't know, weird. But anyway, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think. That's just kind of my system. That, you know, I have a backpack that I carry to work that has a lot of crazy stuff in it. You know, a water filter and a fixed blade and extra change of clothes. This thing right here. We'll have to get into this sometime. I'm not going to get into it right now because it's just too much stuff. IFAC. But my little fanny pack, that's what I usually have on me. I didn't see my AirPods in there, so I might have left them plugged in at my desk, but okay. Thanks for joining me in the Silverado cab. And I've been away from YouTube for a while. I'm kind of trying to get back into it just because, I'll be honest, it's not really for you guys so much. It's more, I have a couple daughters, and the older I get, the more I think, you know, they're not going to know me at this age, because one of them is really young and one of them lives in a different state. Someday maybe they'll watch these videos and think, oh, okay, that's kind of what Dad was like. So you're welcome to be here, but this, I don't know. Okay, you might have asked about guns. I can't carry a gun where I work. I work in a facility where it's against the law. It's stupid, right? I have like bear spray at my desk and crap in case there's an active shooter. I don't know. It would suck, man. Like, I used to have body armor in my backpack, and I just got tired of lugging that around. But so I don't carry a gun up there. But in my truck, I usually have more than one gun. So as soon as I get in my truck, I'll put my LCP in my pants, in my pocket, or this is a G43. If I'm going into a store or something like that. I don't typically like to rely just on the LCP because, I don't know. It's nice. It's better than nothing. It's a better than nothing gun. Okay, so that's about it. It'd be nice to have a 9mm. It'd be really cool to have something better. I usually have a AR pistol in the back seat here, and I do now. I'm just not gonna pull it out, but in case something crazy happens, like you had to walk home, and I don't know, or if there was some kind of crazy gunfight or something in the parking lot, I don't know. It's just, I'd rather have it than not have it and be somewhat prepared. But anyway, that's what I carry in my little fanny pack. Now I got to figure out a way to get like a thumbnail for this video, but I don't know. It's probably not that interesting anyway, but let me know what you guys carry to work every day. If it's just what's in your pockets, it's really hard to carry a lot, and it pulls your pants down. I will say that lately I've been wearing these suspenders that hook onto your belt, so that's kind of cool, instead of onto your pants, because a lot of times those will come off. But I'll do another video on those. But anyway, you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching.